Hola chicos, soy Señorita Peinach and I'm talking to you from England. So I wanted to clarify a couple of things and help you transfer the information that you just listened to from Spanish is Your Amigo onto our notes. Now, one thing that we do a little bit differently is how we organize our verb endings. So if we kind of scroll down here for just a second. Now, our Spanish is Our Amigo gave us our verb endings. So we know that there are three types of verbs, AR, ER, and IR, and each has a set of own distinct endings. Okay? Now, when we organize our endings, you're going to notice that we do it in groups of three. So we have three, and then we have three. So we've got two columns of three here, and there's a reason we do that. If we go back up to the top here, the subject boxes and what they mean. Now, a side note here, this is not on your notes, but if you'd like to copy it down as a reminder, you can do so on the back if you just flip it over. Okay, subject boxes. First of all, remember that the subject is who does the action. So do I do the action? Do you do the action? Is the cat doing the action? It tells you who does something. And this is how we're going to organize our subjects in terms of our verb endings. So if we look here, the yo here is in the upper left-hand box. That is where all of the yo endings in any tense we talk about, past, present, or future, will live. So our yo ending goes in the first box, our to ending goes in the second box, and our él, ella, usted goes in the third box. So that's our singular column. Our second here on the right hand side is the plural column. So in the upper right hand corner here we're going to put nosotros, then we're going to do vosotros, and remember we only really use that in Spain. And then the very last one is ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Just to clarify, remember ellos and ellas means they, ustedes means you guys, so they are slightly different. Okay, so when we do our verb endings here, when we're organizing our verb endings into this chart, that's what each box represents. So if we were to look at the AR verb endings as our example, the O corresponds to the yo box, so that's my yo ending. The as corresponds to the to box, that corresponds to the to ending. The a corresponds to the él, ella, usted box, and that is the ending to use if you want to say he or she did something. The pattern repeats itself with the plurals over here and in the other two types of verbs we have. We already know how to conjugate from our video, but here's another reminder that you can read through on your own here if you so choose to, so how we conjugate. The last thing I wanted to talk about today were some common irregulars, and I asked you to please conjugate them below. So we've got three irregulars here. Ir, ser, and estar. Ir means to go, ser and estar both mean to be, and we'll talk about those differences later on in the school year. Make sure you copy these irregulars down, and we'll go through and pronounce them together when I get back next week, because we will be going over this as well. Okay, so make sure you copy down our irregulars here, just our three common irregulars. And again, notice that it does follow the same pattern. So voy is going to be I go, vas is you go, ba is he, she, or you formal goes. So it follows the same exact pattern. So that's what those 6 boxes mean on our notes. I just wanted to clarify that. I know lots of us knew that already, but I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. You've got the hour now to work on your present tense regulars and your present tense common irregulars, okay, so these 3 right here. Also make sure you're staying on top of learning those 71 common verbs, because on Friday, even though I'm not here, we are going to have a quiz where you have to match the English to the Spanish with our common verb. So please make sure that you continue studying those as well. If you finish your homework early, you can start studying your flashcards with one of your partners. All right. Espero que tengan buen día. I hope you have a great day. Hasta luego, chicos.